Listen to Monroe Monday on this Monday, August the 29th. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And supposed to have a little rain this evening and tomorrow, so be aware of that if you need to get anything done. Well, we have a 1 hour show here and have several different topics, but basically the same person and persons. And we're going to just go ahead and get started because we got a lot to talk about. And we have with us Rhonda Elam, and we're going to talk about. We're going to start off first with Miss Blanche Trimble.
Yep.
That's
Aunt Blanche, or Blanche Trimble, who passed away in June, and today's her birthday, and
Happy birthday,
how
Blanche.
ironic that is. Blanche bought the newspaper, she and her husband Joe, in 1975, and her first publication was in 1976. They were only the third owners of that paper since its inception in 1902, which we thought was kind of cool. And there's only two family-owned weekly newspapers left in the state of Kentucky, so we are one of those two. So she had always been very active in the community, and matter of fact, she was the last living member or active member on the Watermelon Festival Committee. 43 years ago, she and a group, Arts Council, and then the JCs joined in, had this great idea to bring people to Tompkinsville. And at that time, there was a massive amount of watermelons that were grown here, especially out our way with the Millers. And they decided to do a watermelon festival to promote that and to promote the county. And at that time, I saw some pictures the other day, and you can remember when they had the outhouse races.
Yes.
I mean, there was all sorts of different activities that have occurred over the years. Anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 people, would come to visit. Those numbers have been down just a little bit since all the shutdown. That's kind of backed everything up a little bit. But the JCs are the main, they're the workhorses of the thing. The Arts Council also helps. So there'll be arts and crafts booths, 5K run, and it's just, over the years, has been just a staple of this community. When she passed away on June the 14th, she had already told us over and over how she wanted this to go. Most people that know Blanche and have been around Blanche know that she's tried to die on us now since 1989. She had a very serious car wreck then and should not have come out. And several times over the past few years, we've had issues with her heart and other issues, health issues. And she's been physically gone 2 or 3 times, and they've brought her back. So it's been a running joke that it took her 11 times to actually get it right. But she had always told us that she wanted to be cremated, and she wanted nobody to know she was dead until after she was buried. Because anybody, again, that knows her knows she was a very private person and stayed in the background. She would absolutely hate this, that I'm here talking about her. She would absolutely hate that we put her on the front page of the paper, because that just wasn't her. But she'd said that she wanted a birthday party. Instead of a funeral, she wanted a birthday party on her birthday. So we had actually looked about having it today, but with the Watermelon Festival coming this weekend, we thought it very, very appropriate that we have it during that weekend, because she would be very happy if more people came to the Watermelon Festival because they were coming down to go to her birthday party. So we're going to have it on Sunday, September the 4th. It will be at 3 o'clock at the First Baptist Church. She and my mom, for all their years, they grew up in the Methodist Church across the street. However, we were needing to run it live and wanted to use a lot of audio-visual equipment. So the church across the street offered their facility. So we are trying to fill the church, and with all the groups and people over the last 46 years that she's been involved with.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Well, we're very excited because we have talked to several people from all the different organizations that she's been was involved with. We've got some videos for ones that physically could not be here. So we're very excited about this. Will be truly a celebration of her life. Again, she would absolutely hate it, but that's the way it's going to be. She said she wanted cake and cookies, so we'll also have cake and cookies for her downstairs along with the group. One very unique thing is that anybody that knows her knows she was an absolute, excuse me, avid reader. At one time, she had read every book in the library twice. When they would get a new book in, they would lay it out and she would read it first. So we have some surprises coming that are coming from Blanche. So she's going to be giving people birthday gifts on her birthday.
Really?
Some things that she had that we're going to pass along to people that in her memory and in her honor, because we think that would tickle her to death. But we're excited.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that she'd been in failing health for years, but I'd see pictures of her. I never did go to see her because of
Mm-hmm.
when you're sick, you
Right.
don't want nobody to bother you a lot of times. But anyway, I know I've seen pictures of her, and she'd still be just whether she was in bed or in a recliner or whatever, she's still working away.
She actually worked on the newspaper the week before she passed away. She always promised me that Uncle Joe died on Thursday. So she said that was meant to be so she could get the newspaper out that week because we publish on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. And she always promised me she would wait. But of course she didn't wait. It was Tuesday when she died, but we bucked it down and got it done just for her. But it's very special. And again, people can't believe that in Tompkinsville we were able to pull off that not many people knew that she had passed away until after our graveside service the next night. It was very appropriate too. The UK fight song might or might not have been played twice during the service, and there might not have been all sorts of laughs and giggles during the service. So we were very excited. She was not a morning person, so graveside at sunset was perfect.
She definitely loved UK.
Oh, totally loved UK. She had been a season ticket holder since when they were in Memorial Coliseum. So, actually, and the other thing is, she had a stroke, I think it was 4 years ago, and she drove herself to work the day she had a stroke. So she still worked every day until that time, and actually drove herself to work that day when she actually got sick.
Now, I think it was her that had some issues at the summer concert series or something.
Yep, that was like the third time she went down on us, and thankfully there was a doctor on the stage who jumped off and threw her up on a picnic table and got her heart started again, and the ambulance got there, and she was so ticked off that we called the ambulance because she wanted to stay and watch the rest of the concert. But that's just
She could have denied service, couldn't she?
not when we're standing over going, no, you're not denying service.
All right, let's take a little quick break, get a breather, and we'll be right back with more of Monroe Monday.